All right, so here's the issue with this. This is the part that is leaking. All of this, as you can see, it's a little bit dried already, but this is where everything. Oh, there it is. So this is leaking. So it's actually broken on this part. Focus. There. This section is broken. So we're going to be sealing this part. By welding it. That's like one way, or I can change the entire piece over here, but that's a little bit more costly. I may not be going that route until I take the car back to the States. But as for the moment, we're gonna seal this part, but we're gonna add a little bit of oil so it's not running dry. But yeah. Okay, as I was mentioning before, it's leaking, so we're gonna put some lubricant in on it, which is 75W90. Yeah, so we're gonna go down there and refill it with this. It's still gonna leak. I just don't want to. I don't want it to be dry, but we're gonna seal that part. Not today or anytime. No, not today. But yeah, so we're gonna be adding this, and yep. So as I'm attaching this Bluetooth into the bottle, someone's gonna be right next to the car holding the bottle upside down. So this way the oil goes into the Bluetooth, and then I can introduce the tube into the transfer case. But I'm using 70W90. You can also use 80W90. But Toyota specifically wanted to, back in the days, they wanted you to use SAE, I think it's SAE 90. But now, modern times, any gear oil works fine. So we're good. But if you're doing a full change, it's always a good idea to drain the everything out and then check for any metal shavings and then put new fresh oil. I cannot do that right now. I don't have any of the tools and I'm in the middle of the street as well. So I don't feel comfortable bringing the whole thing down. But once I have this in the States, that's something I will do. So look forward to that video. Um, Now the transfer case is what sends the power to the front and the rear wheel when you're shifting into 4WD. So which is pretty much when you're going off-road or like very rough roads, that's when you use it. But even though I'm not using it right now, it's important that I put lubrication in here because there's a lot of gears that still are running or are being used. So as I'm closing this down, give me a second. I'm almost there. I ended up using two bottles actually. Initially, I just bought one, but give me a second. I love that sound. Okay, so we're done. I did use two bottles. Halfway through it, we realized that it was pretty dry, so we ended up getting a new one just to make sure that there's enough lubrication. And again, I just want to mention this is just a temporary fix. I just wanted to make sure that nothing was dried and it has a little bit of oil. I'm sure that I'm leaking all the way through, so the next two options are one of them is we either seal it by welding it, or the other one is a full replacement. So the replacement is will be hella dope, and looking forward to it. I don't have the tools to do that here, neither do I have the space here. So yeah, so I'm gonna have to wait. So now swapping a transfer case isn't just a quick job, it's a serious piece of drivetrain, and getting it takes a lot of work and muscle, I would say. But here's some of the things that need to happen. I will have to drain the oil, and we gotta get all gear oil out. Otherwise, you'll have a mess dripping everywhere when you pull out the case. Then second, we have to remove the drive shaft. The transfer case is connected to both the front and the rear drive shaft, so we need to unbolt those and set them aside. And a pro tip, and I read online, is that you need to mark the positions before removing them to avoid balance issues later. The next one is supporting the transmission. Since the transfer case is bolted to the back of the transmission, we don't want any shifting out of place. So using a jack to put under the transmission will be helpful. you know, we will have to unbolt and remove the transfer case, and this is where things get a little bit serious because it weighs about 800 to 1,000. I mean, 800 to 100 pounds. So yeah, the next one is installing a new one or rebuilt transfer case, and that's pretty much fun because you have to make sure they line up the replacement part and so on. Last, you put the oil again and so on. But either way, thank you so much for coming, y'all. I appreciate y'all for watching my videos, and yeah, I'm excited to show you all like the little things that the touch ups that we're doing to the car. So thanks everyone for coming and watching the videos, and I appreciate your time. Other than that, have a good day and peace out. I did forget to mention that I have more videos coming up related to cruising around the streets. So yeah, so look forward to that. Thank you so much. Peace.